What's going on, people? This is Football Expresso. I hope you're doing all right. Tonight, I'm just gonna give you about the updates about the Arsenal preseason games. So before I'm gonna discuss about this topic, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel at Football Expresso 414, and that's my YouTube channel. So yes, preseason games with Arsenal FC. What do I thought about these games? Boy, it was kind of a bit average. Um, the last two games, especially against Tottenham, Villarreal, it's been a shocking performance. I'm not going to lie. It's been one of the worst games I've ever watched. I've seen some of the Arsenal fans have divided their opinions based on things, on how the players are integrated into the teams. The Arteta fan-ins were saying, "Oh, it's just a preseason. The results doesn't matter." And some of the fans don't want Arteta to be the manager for the club anymore, and they want to see the new changes. In my opinion, it's difficult to say, but Arteta's been there for quite a while. He's been there for about the last... It's going to come up to 6 years right now, and it's his fifth full season. He has been backed by the board and the ownership to spend about £200 million, and he gets the players that what he wanted, and we finally to sign a striker like Victor Gyökeres. But in the last two games, the team's showing no hunger, no desire to win the games. Martinelli was awful, was kind of a bit awful in the wing. I just don't understand, like, why he doesn't go wide forward, going for the attack to beat the defense and searching for the goals that he wants to help for the team. But he seems to be... He just runs around, dances with a flow on the pitch, passes way back to his nearest teammates, and we just wasted our time not to finish off the chances. I don't know. Odegaard is just another guy who's been making some sloppy passes to his nearest wingers. He does the same usual, making one-touch pass. The only players that has been showing some more outstanding performances were Ethan Nwaneri and Max Staumann. Wow. Them lots are top players. And you see this year, you see these young players who just came up from the academy. They show some hunger and determination that they want to fight to get into the first team, and these are the sorts of players you want to be having in the squad. But again, we still kind of fell a bit short in the midfield areas, and when I looked at the games throughout Villarreal's and Tottenham games, I think we're kind of a bit lacking in the wing back roles and the defensive midfield areas. Lewis Kelly was one of the guys got a bit exposed in defence, because when he tries to play more defensive interceptions against the opponents, he allowed the wingers to run past him, and he couldn't even get them in the first place. So we kind of a bit more lacking in a left back role, and we lost also Thomas Partey, who was the guy who was more injured in defensive role. We're kind of a bit lacking in those positions. So I still think something needs to be addressed to strengthen in the defensive midfield and the left back roles. But maybe I might be wrong. Maybe it's one of those areas he needs to be addressed. And also we're kind of a bit lacking in the left wing areas. I've heard some fans were saying like we need to sign players like Eze and Rodrigo in order for us to become a competitive side to challenge for the league titles. And I have to agree with them, because we need those two midfielders to strengthen those positions. So if we can get players like Eze and Rodrigo, or someone like players like Leao or Gordon, who can able to play on a left wing role, and sell players who are deadwood, if we can manage to get those, I think we're going to become more effective side in attacking roles. So those are the areas it needs to be strengthened before the transfer window is going to be closed. Like I said, these kind of games is just a warm-up match, but I still expect Arteta needs to have a better selection roles in the final games of the pre-season before they're heading to Old Trafford next week Sunday. So if the players do come out and play better and get as many goals as they can and not concede anything, I think we should end up winning with high morale to prepare for Manchester United game, which is going to be held at Old Trafford next week Sunday. So that's about it. There's nothing I can say about it. Next game is going to be Arsenal against Athletic Club. That's what they call it now. It used to be called Athletic Bilbao. It's going to be interesting game to see how the players are going to be bounced back from 3-2 defeat against Villarreal and 1-0 defeat against Spurs. If Arteta gets his right selections, like for instance, play Odegaard in the number 10 role, and also Declan Rice on a number 8 role, and Subamendi in the midfield, and also just keep playing Gyökeres in up front. And if those 4 players can play or work together, I think we can go out and win the game. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be a big challenge to see how the team are going to be playing against a Spanish side who finished top 4 last year in the La Liga. So that's all for now, guys. I shall see you soon. Take care.